Hello everyone, I am here to show an interesting work at Dr. Shu's lab in NHRI. Single-cell cloning is essential for producing uniform monoclonal cell lines. As you can see here, the microfluidic device. This device traps a single cell in an isolated well, allows it to expand into a genetically pure colony, and provides a straightforward process for isolating, cloning, and transferring that colony for further culture. Here, as you can see that under the dissecting microscope, the trapped wells that capture single cells and the larger clone wells where those cells later grow. So here, when we zoom in, we can see an individual cell positioned within the trapped well, demonstrating the device's ability to isolate a single cell in a defined space. After the cell suspension is loaded, a gentle wash removes any cells that are not captured. This leaves behind only single cells positioned within the trapped wells. By flipping the device upside down, the captured single cell drops from the trap well into the corresponding clone well, ensuring that each well receives exactly one cell for clonal growth. Here it is a workflow diagram which consists of 3 steps. In the isolation part, we can see that first the cells are loaded into the device, a gentle wash removes excess cells, leaving only single cells trapped in place. The device is then flipped so each isolated cell settles into its own clone well. Next, it's cloning. Each well is checked to confirm that only one cell is present. Over time, that single cell divides and forms a clonal colony. Next, the last step is the transfer. Once the colony is established, it is lifted from the device and transferred to a standard culture plate. The cells are then released for further expansion. Over the next several days, the isolated single cell undergoes repeated divisions, gradually expanding into a well-defined clonal colony. As the cells proliferate, each clone remains confined to its designated well. This physical separation prevents colonies from contacting or mixing with adjacent wells, ensuring strict clonal purity. These images show the development of 5 individual clones over time. Starting from a single GFP level cell on day 0, each clone gradually increases in brightness and cell number, forming well-defined monoclonal colonies by day 9. This demonstrates consistent clonal growth within the device. These time-lapse images track the growth of individual single cells across several days. Each row follows a different single cell from day 0 through day 8. The images show the variability in clonal expansion. Some cells generate large colonies, others produce smaller populations, and a few exhibit limited or no growth over the same time period. So here, this image is very interesting. It's the PDMS plug. To retrieve the colony, a PDMS plug is punched from the device. The cells attached to the plug are then released into fresh medium, allowing the monoclonal population to be transferred for continued expansion. Now we can see the fluorescence image panel. Fluorescence imaging shows residual rate stained cells adhering along the edge of the PDMS plug, indicating where cells detach during transfer. Here we can now see the flow cytometry panel. Flow cytometry confirms strong and uniform GFP expression in all clone populations compared to the mixed starting pool. Now we can see the fluorescence imaging panel. Fluorescence imaging confirms clear uniform expression of live ACT GFP in the clone cells with well-defined actin structures and intact nuclei. These fluorescence images show the nuclei in blue, live ACT GFP labeling of the actin cytoskeleton in green, and phalloidin staining in red. The merged image demonstrates strong co-localization, indicating healthy morphology and consistent GFP expression in the monoclonal cells. We can now see that single cell died during cell culture. Not all isolated cells continue dividing. Some single cells fail to proliferate and do not form colonies. During the culture period, certain single cells lose viability and stop dividing. These non-proliferating cells eventually die, resulting in wells that never develop into clonal colonies. In summary, this project presents a fully integrated microfluidic platform that enables single cell isolation, monoclonality, validation, clonal expansion, and efficient transfer using only basic laboratory tools. Thank you very much for listening.